Here are 11 psychological facts about women that you should know if you want to become the lover they desire. 93% of men do not know these facts and are rejected when they try to conquer a woman. Watch this video because by knowing these facts about them, you will be part of the 7% of the most attractive men in the world. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like the video. You can help me continue spreading the Stowe philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell to avoid missing any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment with a number 1. If you don't, please comment with a number 2 to let me know, so I can make better videos in the future. Psychological fact. Number 1. Women fall in love based on smell. A study found that if a woman likes a man's smell, her chances of falling in love with him increase by 85%, according to the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro. Women have 50% more neurons in the olfactory bulb than men, making them more sensory lovers. That is why, if you understand how to select the right fragrance, you will have a significant advantage in the game of seduction. Stay until the end of the video to find out which fragrances stimulate their senses. The most psychological fact. Number 2, they are drawn to men who have their way. If you go too far with a woman at first, you will almost certainly face rejection. However, if you show respect and a little neediness for her, she will make herself available to you. Develop trust with her and feel free to touch her. It's always a matter of reading her body language and recognizing the signals or gestures she uses when she wants to be close to you. Psychological fact number 3. They feel something for you, but don't tell you if a woman interests you. It's essential to avoid being her friend from the moment you meet her. According to a study, 68% of women admitted to considering having a love affair with a guy if they had known they could get their way. That's why I suggest you make it clear from the beginning, not directly but by subcommunication, that reveals that women find men 3 times more attractive when they notice the interest of other women in them. This also happens when a man is surrounded by more women. So I suggest you get some female friends and start going out with them and observe how other women look at you. These friends don't necessarily have to interest you more than just for company, and to create that pre-election effect on you that will increase the interest of other women in you, making it easier for you to flirt with the woman you really like, the alpha. If you know how much you helped me by liking this video, you would do it right now. Did you already do it? Okay, let's continue. Psychological fact number 5. If she teases you, she's interested in you. If a woman teases you and gives you nicknames, it's very likely that she's attracted to you and uses this playful way to build trust with you. Because when it comes to falling in love, women don't know how to act other than through body language and this kind of playful teasing. I suggest you help her achieve her goal. If you're really interested in her, by showing interest in her as well. One strategy you can use to take advantage of her game is to play along with her by telling her what she wants to hear. You can say something like, "I know you call me that because you like me. Do you think I have noticed the way you..." Psychological fact number 6. Women love men who understand their language. Women appreciate it when you notice the signals they emit through their body language, consciously or unconsciously, as not all men know how to read these signals or the language they use most to fall in love. Women tend to be more shy than men. They're afraid to express their love for you. First, they detest rejection and therefore avoid it at all costs. The idea of a man rejecting them doesn't even cross their minds. That's why they use their body language to tell you how they feel. If a woman makes a gesture to intentionally make you fall in love, she expects you to play along, and if she sees that you don't catch what she's trying to tell you with the signal, she simply stays silent and forgets about it. If you're interested in learning about these signals in women's body language, ask me in the comments. The next piece of information is a very interesting strategy that you can use. Psychological fact number 7. Women are concerned about their appearance while engaging in intimate activities. Women are particular about the design and color of what they wear underneath their clothes, but they are most concerned with maintaining a good appearance when engaging in intimate activities. So instead of remaining silent, compliment her on how nice her long looks. You'll notice that by boosting her ego in this way, she'll be more likely to wear a much prettier and more eye-catching outfit for you which will serve as motivation for her to see you again. Psychological fact number 8. Women experience more sensations with a man who connects with them. When you understand the psychological complexity of the female mind, you can enhance her satisfaction when engaging in intimate activities, because women are less physical than men and operate more with the mind and sensations. That's why I suggest you be less direct with women and be more sub-communication so that you can easily connect with them. Take your time with her before doing anything together. Ask her questions that prompt her to express herself emotionally, and this will make her feel that you understand her very well, and believe me, she will fall much more in love with you. With the following piece of information, you must be very careful. Psychological fact number 9. Women love their friends more than their partners. Some women are capable of loving their best friend more than their boyfriend. It has been proven that women's friends have the ability to stimulate their emotions more, because when a woman leaves her partner at home to meet with a friend, her mind enters a more sensitive state. As she heads to that encounter with her friend, she has no prejudice. She knows he won't judge her and will support her emotionally with their friend. They receive an emotional satisfaction that makes them confuse this feeling with love. So it's better to prevent your girl from having any trusted friend, because there can be a betrayal at any moment unless the friend has wings of an angel. Psychological fact number 10. Women accept dates just for food according to statistics conducted in the United States. Surprisingly, 38% of women accept dates just to get free food, highlighting the complexity of recognizing the motivation behind a woman saying yes to a date. So I recommend that before asking a girl out, make sure she's really interested in you. Ask me in the comments if you want to know how to tell if a girl is interested in you. Remember, at the end of the video, I'll tell you which fragrance you should use to stimulate her senses. Psychological fact number 11. When they are upset, they prefer you to approach them. If a woman is upset with you, she will feel better if you try to figure out why she is upset by paying attention and showing empathy. Understanding them can be difficult at times, but they were born with the ability to experience emotions. They are not as emotionally stable as us men. Both positive and negative emotions stimulate them. That's why they often fall for the guy who mistreats them. I'll explain it later for the time being. Get used to the emotional games that women enjoy playing regarding psychological fact. Number 1. About which scent stimulates women. Here are some of the aromatic essences that most stimulate women. Jasmine and lavender. In 2017, a study was conducted with 2 groups of men and 1 group of women. Each of these women spent time with 2 men individually. One of them wore a perfume lacking these 2 fragrances, while the other wore a perfume made with a jasmine-based aroma. It was found that jasmine-based fragrances efficiently stimulate women and make them feel more attractive to the man wearing them. You can find several perfumes with these fragrances on the market, such as the famous French Orphan or the Pays Basque Eclectic. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Please like this video, subscribe, and leave your comment. Until next time. Marcus Aurelius strongly emphasized the significance of rising early every day. His aim was to establish a daily routine that maximized every moment of life. Consequently, sleep was considered a rejuvenating experience, not a period for succumbing to laziness. For Emperor Marcus Aurelius, a structured daily routine was essential. He once penned as, "You wake up each day, reflect on the precious privilege of being alive, breathing, thinking, enjoying, and loving." In this context, how can we shape our daily routines to echo this Stoic reverence for life? Today we present a daily routine grounded in Stoic wisdom to set the stage for a serene and purposeful day. Before we delve in, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe, like the video, supporting the spread of Stoic philosophy. Number 1. Set daily intentions, not goals. Both goals and intentions determine our path, but they are determined in fundamentally different ways. Goals inherently focus on results, outcomes, and results. They present goals. Intentions, on the other hand, illuminate the journey. They are anchors of existence that are deeply rooted in our values and who we want to be. The core of everyday Stoicism is its emphasis on the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. Goals are often related to external outcomes, and despite our best efforts, Unexpected obstacles can arise sometimes beyond our control intentions, however, reside firmly within our dominion. They are daily affirmations of our personal values, a conscious choice of how we wish to navigate the world regardless of external circumstances. As you begin your morning after having cleared your mind through journaling, reflect on the kind of day you wish to experience, rather than focusing on tasks to be accomplished. Ask yourself, who do I intend to be today? Do you intend to be patient, embracing each moment as it comes without rushing through it? Do you intend to be compassionate both towards yourself and others, understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles? Or maybe you want to find the courage to face challenges as head-on and step out of your comfort zone. Write down these intentions. They could be today: I will listen more than I speak. I will approach conflict with understanding. Or I will find moments of calm in the midst of chaos. These are not tasks you can check it. They remind you of the character you want to embody. Seneca said this so beautifully. It's not what you endure, but how you endure. Intention is our daily compass, guiding our reactions, decisions, and actions. They are not just passive desires, but active decision that shape our days. By setting daily intentions, you're committing to virtue, rather than committing to results. Success is defined not by what you accomplish, but by how you act, react, and exist in the world. It's a radical change in perspective that is completely consistent with Stoic wisdom, allowing you to have a clear vision of your own journey, even if the day is unpredictable. Number 2, embrace discomfort in the modern world. Comfort has become an expectation and a measure of progress. However, the Stoics in their deep wisdom recognized that the relentless pursuit of comfort can become an obstacle to personal growth they believed in. Consciously embracing small discomforts to strengthen the spirit, promote resilience, and prepare for life's inevitable adversity. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once advised, set aside a number of days in which you wear poor and coarse clothing, and are satisfied with meager and cheap food, and say to yourself, although it was a state, I was afraid of the essence behind it, was not to encourage unnecessary suffering but to break the chain of dependence on external comfort and remind us of our inherent strength. It was to let them at the beginning of your day think of small ways to induce voluntary discomfort. Maybe a cold shower wakes you up and revitalizes your senses. This act not only encourages physical alert, but also serves as a metaphorical baptism, washing away inertia and reminding us of perseverance and the ability to thrive. Or you can skip that first cup of coffee and remind yourself that your will and drive come from within, not from external stimulant. You might also consider a more introspective practice, such as taking 10 minutes to meditate on past suffering and recognizing the strength you've shown and the growth you've gained from it. Alternatively, you can choose to walk or bike to work instead of driving. Take in your surroundings and engage in physical activity as evidence of your physical ability. The purpose here is twofold. One is that these daily unpleasant acts serve as training for the mind and soul, just as athletes train their bodies by taking small steps outside their comfort zone. On a regular basis, we can prepare ourselves for bigger, unexpected challenges in life. Second, they provide perspective by giving up certain comforts. From time to time, we learn to appreciate them more when we have them, and understand that they are not the basis of our happiness or contentment. By accepting discomfort, you are not punishing yourself. You empower yourself, tap into deeper repositories of power, eschew unnecessary dependencies, and embrace the Stoic sense of freedom that comes from the realization that true contentment is not dependent on external conditions. Number 3, reflect on the transient nature of life. One of the cornerstones of Stoic philosophy is a deep understanding and recognition of the impermanence of all things. Every morning before the world starts going, Copas take a moment to soak in this truth. Find a quiet corner where you can sit undisturbed and relax while maintaining an upright posture. This is the physical expression of the desired balance between tranquility and alertness. Close your eyes and imagine the vastness of the universe. Imagine stars coming and going, and galaxies spinning in a dance of time in this cosmic ballet. Imagine the Earth as a tiny dot within a deity. Think about the rise and fall of civilizations, the towering mountains and the rivers that pave the way. Now bring your focus closer and think of your own life. a mere blink in the grand scheme of things. This visualization isn't to diminish our significance, but to understand the preciousness and brevity of our existence. Understanding life's transient nature serves as a poignant reminder. Firstly, it underscores the value of each day. When we truly grasp how fleeting our time is, we tend to prioritize what truly matters over trivial distractions and conflicts. Waking up with this mindset prepares you to navigate the day with a deeper sense of purpose. In essence, this morning, ritual is not about facing mortality with fear, but rather accepting the present with love, respect, and action. As Seneca wisely said, life is long if you know how to use it. And by anchoring our moors to this habit, we live each day fully, meaningfully, and gracefully. Number 4, practice mindfulness and meditation. Stoicism and mindfulness may have different cultural roots, the former from ancient Greece and the latter from Eastern traditions, but living a centered and purposeful life. They match perfectly. In that respect, the Stoics were deeply attuned to the nature of the present moment. They believed that most human suffering comes from either dwelling on the past or fearfully anticipating the future. Epictetus wisely noted the importance of our awareness and the power of the present moment, when he said we are not troubled by things, but by the views we have about them. Start your morning with a dedicated space for mindfulness and meditation. This doesn't necessarily mean sitting in the lotus position or chanting mantras, unless that appeals to you. It's about anchoring yourself in the here and now. Find a quiet place and get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward. First, observe your breathing. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and the sensation of air flowing in and out of your nostrils. Your ever-present breath acts as an anchor for the present moment when your mind wanders, which it often does. Gently bring your attention back to your breathing without judgment. Once you get used to it, expand your awareness to the sensations in your body. Feel the weight of your body on the chair or floor. Notice the temperature of the room and the feel of your skin without attaching a story to these emotions. Recognize that they are just there. Then slowly observe your thoughts and feelings, visualizing them like leaves floating in a stream or clouds moving across the sky. Distance is important here. You are an observer, not a participant. This practice fits neatly into the Stoic emphasis on distinguishing between events and our judgments about them. Use the final moments of your meditation to reflect on Stoic principles and quotes. For example, consider these words from Marcus Aurelius. Let this wisdom permeate your being and guide your actions and reactions for the day. Incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your morning routine is more than just a calming ritual. It is a Stoic practice for recognizing and appreciating the present, distinguishing between external events and internal reactions, and building a mental fortress of equanimity in the face of life's uncertainties. Number 5. Practice amor fati. In the vast tapestry of Stoic wisdom lies a golden thread, a principle so profound yet so amazingly simple: amor fati, or love of one's own destiny. This is not a call for passive resignation, but a passionate acceptance of what life has to offer. Whether it be joy or sorrow, triumph or hardship, every morning as the sun welcomes a new day, we too face life's uncertainties. Plans may fail, hopes may be dashed, and unexpected challenges may arise in moments like these. AM's Stoic principles beckon us. It inspires us to not only accept everything that comes our way, but to truly love it. Just imagine for a moment the freedom and liberation that this perspective brings when faced with adversity. Instead of complaining, "Why does this happen to me?" ask yourself, "How can I grow from the situation?" or "This is exactly what I needed." You may even say that it is. It trivializes the burden of hardship. Rather, it shines a ray of hope, a lesson in the strength that comes from it. To practice amorph in the morning, take time to mentally prepare for the day ahead. Think about the challenges you may face. Instead of thinking of them as obstacles, think of them as necessary parts of your journey, handpicked by the universe to hone and define your character. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: obstacles that impede action move action forward. Things that get in the way eventually become a way in the embrace of amor fati. Every event, no matter how insignificant or monumental, is seen as a masterpiece of our life. This is a powerful reminder that we are not just puppets of fate, but active any situation into an opportunity for growth, wisdom, and gratitude. Number 6. Journal. Your thoughts deeply rooted in Stoic practice. Journaling is not just a record of events, but an intimate conversation with oneself, an act of introspection, grounding, and sometimes Kathis simply translating thoughts on paper into words can make a big difference. First, choose a diary that speaks to you. This could be a simple notebook, an artistic diary, or a digital document. This is your sacred space, free from judgment and outside participant, with the alchemy to turn this is where your thoughts live, raw and unfiltered every morning. Write down the first thought that comes to your mind. It could be the remnants of a dream, leftover emotions from the previous day, or expectations for the next day. This initial shedding helps clear the mind of clutter, much like sweeping up fallen leaves in the garden. Next, shift your focus to gratitude in the grand scheme of life. It's easy to get caught up in what we don't have or what we want, but Stoicism teaches us the value of appreciating the present name. 3 things that you are truly grateful for, such as the warmth of a blanket, the smile of a loved one, or the simple privilege of waking up to a new day. Move beyond gratitude and immerse yourself in self-reflection. Consider Stoic principles, or consider a personal challenge. Ask yourself, am I living according to my values? Where did I act impulsively rather than rationally yesterday? How can I be better today? This isn't an exercise in self-criticism, but rather one of self-awareness and growth. Lastly, set an intention for the day through your journal. Write down a simple affirmation or commitment based on the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This serves as your moral compass, guiding your actions and decisions throughout the day. Remember that your diary is a mirror of your inner world, a tool, a friend, and a guide, one of his most influential Stoic texts. The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius was originally his personal diary. It was a way for him to remember Stoic principles, understand his actions, and master the complexities of his life. Number 7. Revisit Stoic teachings. The deep wisdom contained in Stoic teachings provides a timeless compass for living life with grace, resilience, and purpose. However, these teachings are not just words that can be read once and then forgotten. It is a seed of wisdom that requires constant attention in order to grow within us and manifest in our daily actions. Every morning, perform a ritual that immerses you in the wisdom of the Stoic masters. They could be the thoughtful reflections of Marcus Aurelius, the insightful and consoling letters of Sina, or the practical discourses of Epicus. Rather than just reading these works like any other book, approach them with respect and intention. You can also start by choosing a random passage from a Stoic text, or using a special Stoic daily meditation book and letting chance guide you. There's a certain magic to this approach that often leads you to wisdom that seems incredibly relevant to your current and future circumstances. Once you've decided on your aisle, take the time to actually be there. Read carefully and let every word, every emotion resonate deep within your heart. Understand its essence, visualize its message, and think about its meaning. How does this wisdom relate to your life? What universal truth does it reflect after this period of reflection? You may want to write down your thoughts. Journaling is more than just putting pen to paper. It is a meditative act of translation that transforms the wisdom of the ancients into personal teachings as you write. Perhaps considering it in the light of recent experiences or anticipating connections with anticipated events, you may discover a new level of education. But Stoicism is above all a philosophy of action. So the true culmination of this morning ritual lies in its application. If today's teaching speaks of the transience of life, let it inspire you to cherish every moment. If it touches upon the insignificance of external opinions, wear it as a shield against unwarranted criticisms or praises. Every Stoic teaching, in essence, is a call to action, a prompt to infuse your day with virtue and wisdom. If you're fortunate enough to share this Stoic journey with friends or a community, consider discussing these teachings with them, engaging in these conversations, sharing personal insights, and hearing different interpretations can deepen understanding and foster a sense of collective growth in essence. Repeating the Stoic teachings every morning is more than just a reading exercise. It is a daily renewal of our commitment to live with consciousness, intention, and virtue. The Stoics remind us that the true essence of learning lies not only in understanding but in embodied and lived wisdom. Start your day with this philosophy. Let it be your compass, guiding you to weather storms with resilience, weather sunny days with gratitude, and always move forward with an unwavering love for life's journey. Stoic wisdom is not about suppressing emotions or living an aesthetic life. It is about understanding the nature of existence, focusing on what is within our control, and cultivating an inner bastion of peace. Although these 7 practices provide a structured path, you can allow Stoicism to flow into your life and adapt and develop it to suit your personal needs. For, as Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Don't be the enemy of your own peace and happiness. Which of the following would you incorporate into your morning routine? Please comment below. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for your participation. Until next time, dive into these Stoic practices and let them transform your day and your life.